Hello guys, Max Boivin here. And today I want to talk to you about this article that PBS has published. It's been 11th day now. It seemed like it's been forever ago because the news cycle goes so fast and now everybody moved on to the current thing with the OGL stuff, and I get a bit tired of talking about the OGL. I made a few videos about it. There would be more to be said about it, but everybody is talking about that, so yeah, go listen to them if you want to hear more about it. How many times do you need to have the same thing rehashed, really? And everybody reacted to this article when it was published, but I didn't have a channel back then, and I do now, so I'm gonna talk about it now. And I kind of have like something maybe different that I haven't been said about it, and because I don't really want to talk about what the content of the article is. The article is basically a hit piece that we're used to see now. It's calling the OSR gamer, or people that play a game with old school sensibility, a racist, misogynistic, transphobic, bigoted, whatever. You can skim, like, I skimmed through it, but it's not really worth reading. It's all the same tired trope that we see all the time, tired cliche we see from mainstream journalists now. What I really want to talk about is the reaction to it. A lot of people reacted to this article and has been outraged and stuff like that. And they see it being called like those mean words, like they're being called, like they're being labeled like racist and sexist and misogynist or transphobic and whatever. And they're gonna make the little dance and try to explain and prove how they are not those things, stuff like that. And I say, why do you care? Those people call you those names, and they have like all those weird definition for what those terms actually mean. And they're always gonna move the goalpost. And no matter what you do, you're never gonna prove to those people that you're not what they want you to label with, because it doesn't matter. And even if you do, they're just gonna label you with something else, because it's just like those people hate you for a different reason that has nothing to do with what game you play or anything like that. We're not gonna go into that now. But just stop doing the little song and dance trying to prove that you're not those things to those people. The reaction you should have when somebody label you with one of those like no word, racist, transphobic, misogynistic, sexist. Just say, okay, what's your point? What? I am those things. Why should I care? Why should I care what you think? And move on with your life. This is gonna rob them. This is gonna rob those words from their power. And what they're gonna do? Well, they're gonna try to come with something else. Or they're gonna try to read a little harder. But then you just like shrug and say, okay, I'll keep doing what I do. And what they'll do, they'll keep doing what they do, and they're gonna double down. But you just keep ignoring them. Doesn't matter. It's about moral framing. When you react and when you dance to their tune and you try to prove how you're not any of those bad labels that they've put on you, what you're doing is you're proving to them that those things, that you're defending against those things. It's proving to them that those things are a valid vector of attack because you care about it, and you try to defend yourself of it. So they're gonna keep attacking on that. And so just humiliating, seriously, basically humiliating. Stop humiliating yourself like by going to this little like a rigmarole every once and then, just like, oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I have women in my table and I treat them equally, and yeah. What are you trying to prove from them? Let your actions speak for themselves. And if you embrace those labels, people around you will judge you by the action. People with a brain around you will judge you by your action, and not by the label that have been put on you by those journalists. And if there's people around you that do judge you by the label instead of by your action, those are people you don't want around anyway. So use the label to your advantage to get rid of those people as a filter. You know what I mean? And one thing that needs to be said often, and that need to be understood, is that the media are the enemies of the people. Need to act accordingly. The media, the mainstream media, and journalists are the enemies of the people. They should be treated that way. So when they come up with those little articles, don't dance to their tune. Throw a spine. Just look at them in the eye and say, so what? Why do you call me that? Why should I care what you think? Let people around me judge me by my action. You wanna put those labels on me? Alright, I'll carry them. I don't fucking care. Because they have no power. They shouldn't have no power. They're just words. Stop giving them power. Let your actions speak. Take care. See you around. Have a good day.